So, today was a pretty shitty day. All in all, okay, I had therapy for my son, and he got out of therapy, and she was like, "Wow, he's kind of acting a bit hyper. Maybe you should go back to the doctor and see if there's anything that can help." And I was like, "Yeah, he hasn't slept in 4 days." She's like, "What?" And I'm like, "Okay, well, the other day he got 4 hours, and approximately he's been getting between 4 and 30 minutes sleeps." Period, total. And she's like, "Well, you need to take him in." And I'm like, "I know, but every time I take him in, it's just this big thing." So I took him in, and she's like, "Oh my god, and he's having these behavioral problems as well. And his stomach has been upset because he's been vomiting, and he's got really bad diarrhea, which is really gross, and I'm sorry. Um, and right now he's laying in bed, just laying there. He's not sleeping, he's just laying there. And earlier he was crying and whimpering, and he's tossing and turning, and he's having just horrible times, right? So they're like, "Well, you go to the ER, and we've told this doctor, and this doctor's going to meet you there, and he's going to see him, and he's going to see what he can do." So I get in the ER, and I show them the note that the doctor wrote, and she's like, "Okay, well, we're triage you." And I'm like, "But they're expecting me. This guy, all you have to do is call him, and he'll come and see him. Da 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 da. Because he's a specialist that works for the hospital." That's one of the benefits of living in Houston. But the triage nurse was a fucking moron. So she triages me, and I tell her that da 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 da. So they put me in the lobby, and they call the doctor, and the doctor's like, "Oh, okay, I guess I'll come, da 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 da." So the on-call guy calls the doctor, and is like, "Oh, you don't need to come? Really? Oh yeah, no, she don't need to come." So after the 6 hour process, like I'm talking to this guy, and he's like, "Well, here's your options. You can either, you're going to either be admitted tonight and have treatment, and we'll go from there, or you can get a referral, and he'll be seen, through the referral as soon as possible." Now the referral, getting a regular appointment, is like 6 weeks. No, excuse me, 6 months. Referral would bump it up maybe 3 months. They were saying between a year and 6 months. So he might be able to be seen between 3 to 6 months because he can't sleep, and his nerves are so frazzled, he's going ballistic. Yeah, that's really helpful and healthy. 3 months down. So I'm like, I really don't want to, put him in, but that's the best option. He's like, "Oh well, I've already talked to the guy, and we've decided that you wouldn't have wanted to admit him, so you're just gonna get the referral." And I'm like, "Don't you realize you don't know anything about me or what I want?" And he's like, "Well, I saw you with your son and how much you loved him, and I knew you wouldn't want to put him in the hospital. Well, I want my son to be better. I want him to actually be able to sleep. I want him to be able to rest and have a decent night's sleep and not worry about, falling down when he's running around playing. Because that's what he's done sometimes, is he'll collapse." And the other night, I think it was last night, and that's why I'm going to the doctor regardless. "Mommy, I'm laying down. Mommy, I'd be good. I lay down." And he didn't understand why he's not falling asleep. So this bastard decides to tell me he doesn't tell me my options. He makes the decision for me. He oversteps his bounds totally. I'm really wondering if I can sue. So, I come home and I tell my husband all this, and he's like, "So how's therapy?" Are you fucking kidding me? Because that's a basic standard question he normally asks. "How's therapy?" Whenever there's nothing else to say. It's "I love you," and if it's a Wednesday or a Monday, "How's therapy?" Really, because that's the only conversations we can have. "I love yous" have become conversation fillers, and "How's therapy? How's life?" And I'm like, so right after I finished telling this, he goes, "I bet you he's resting happily." Are you fucking kidding me? Really? He's resting happily. You can hear him sniffling and crying, and I'm like, "Oh, I thought he was doing that in his sleep." Even if he was doing that in his sleep, that's not resting happily. Yeah. Oh no, and I misunderstood. Um, Something about, what did he say? happily sleeping, restfully, whatever. He's not sleeping. And then now he goes, I know, I'm sorry you're having a rough time. I know it's hard for him, and even harder for you. He doesn't have conversations. He pulls these, like, fucking Hallmark card lines out of some fucking chat thing, I don't know. But it's, instead of being there for me, it's just, he says these most asinine fucking things. Oh, but he's resting hard for me. Instead of having a normal conversation like, you know, baby, how's your day? What did this? What did you do? Paying attention and interacting with each other. It's just like one-line catchphrases here, there, and there. And I just want to have a conversation. I don't want to have fucking, let's name that catchphrase. I swear to God. I don't know what the fuck's going on. It just stresses me out so much. And then it's like he's not even paying attention. And I know he's gonna get pissed off at this vlog, and I know I'm a bitch and I'm a horrible person. But sometimes I get pissed off at my husband. Fuck off. If you don't like it, don't watch my goddamn channel. If you don't like it, don't do your asinine bullshit stuff. I swear to God, I'm gonna punch you in the fucking face. That's my joke with him. My son's like, I'm not that violent. I was gonna say I'm not that violent. I wouldn't hit my son. Ooh. Where'd that one come from? Sorry, I'm not thinking about my son. No, I wouldn't hit my son. Ever. I love my son. I wouldn't hit my husband. He just pisses me off once. And I like to threaten. It's fun. Makes him good. I would never hit my husband in the face. Although lots of times I want to. His mom bumps him on the back of the head for me though. That's always fun. I love her. She's amazing. So yeah. I've got that going on. I've got it. And then so like after all that hullabaloo, I get a referral. 6 hours of waiting, of them taking his blood pressure 4 times? Just for the fun of it. So, well, we have to monitor. And I'm like, well, if his blood pressure spikes because, you know, he's terrified of the thing, because he has sensory processing disorder. Most kids don't like the screaming sensation as it is, but he is like flailing. You can hear him down the hall. Really. And the one girl, and I'm like, look, she just took it. She got his finishing finals. No, I know how to do my job. And starts telling me, and then she comes in. She's like, what are you doing? I just did that. And she's like, oh. And I'm like, I told you. Oh, well, it's like, people don't fucking listen. I'm so tired of, well, I know better because I took 6 months and I went to college. I'm a fucking I gotta do your mortuary science. I'll bury your ass where you will never be found. That could get me, like, my license pulled. That was a bad comment. Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't post this. I'm just so fucking mad. After wasting all that whole time, and it's fucking cold outside. I've got, like, the wind burn chip. Why do I even explain why my face is red? This is my face. I like my face. My husband likes my face. I don't like the red parts, but you know what? People have flaws. I'm fat. I've got multiple chins or something-ish going on there. It's me. Apparently I don't care about my appearance because I was in pajamas. Which has soda. Because Lace was, he bumped me, so. Yay. And yes, I'm still drinking soda. Sheila has fucked himself. I'm totally fucked over that diet. Like a plate of rice for dinner. Oh boy, that's healthy. Yeah.